Hi, Georgi Szabó. Welcome in Lille. You come specially from Hungary to visit Earth, and you just finished a thesis in Paris, a thesis on a very special person, Ervin Laszlo, who are Hungarian also. Perhaps it is why. And you are going to explain us why you have chosen this very special person, Ervin Laszlo. Why this subject? What are the key ideas who make the difference in the thinking of Ervin Laszlo? And I would be also very interested to know more about what do you bring in this discussion yourself? What are your next steps in this track? So welcome, Georgi. What is your story first?
Thank you very much for inviting me. Yes, I came from Budapest, Hungary. I have been working with Ervin Laszlo for over 8 years, and what I was attracted to him really, his message and his philosophy. And why his philosophy is so unique and so important, because it is a very clear concept of what this world is made out of, how it is progressing, how it is becoming. And he, for over 50 to 60 years, been researching, observing, and explaining his findings. He always said from the beginning that to understand society and to understand humanity and the meaning of life, we need to look at the cosmos. We need to understand the cosmos. So his philosophy, which, as I mentioned to you, encompasses over 6 decades, he was influenced by several philosophers and researchers, such as Alfred North Whitehead, Ludwig von Bertalanffy, Ilya Prigogine, and of course all the Eastern traditions and all the religious tenets. So he constructed an interdisciplinary theory, which he calls the Akasha paradigm. And this Akasha...
What is the meaning of Akasha?
Right, yes. Thank you for asking. I was going to explain this. The Akasha actually is a Sanskrit word. It is derived from the Hindu understanding, which explains the ether. And he explains, Ervin Laszlo explains, that our world is not just things moving around in space and time. There is much more to it, and beneath there is an interconnected, holographically informed universe. And he talks about this invisible field. And this invisible field he calls the Akashic field. And this invisible field is really the base of everything. Just because we do not directly observe this field, it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. We actually experience the effects of this field. For example, the gravitational field. Yeah? We experience its effect, but not the field itself. So he actually explains that this Akashic plenum, it just encompasses all. It interconnects everything. We are interconnected.
So what is new in this kind of theory? What it brings compared to the theory of, for example, Einstein, who explained that, for example, matter is actually energy. And actually, when you try to understand Ervin, you discover that he is saying that energy are energy, different type of energy, which is under the matter, are information, and even how it changes the theory about time and space.
Right. Okay, well, there are lots of questions. I try to answer them one by one. Well, how it is different? It is different in a sense that it connects, it bridges beautifully and simply religion, spirituality, science. Because science cannot explain everything. Religion cannot explain everything. Spirituality encompasses all, of course. What is different also in a sense of his explanation to others is that he bases his theory majorly on information and consciousness. So energy, in fact, it is, or rather matter, is informed energy. Everything, the table, everything what we have, everything around us is actually informed. So information is the basic of the universe. So what is this information? And then he progressed researching and observing that possibly the whole universe or the cosmos is intrinsically informed by consciousness.
So that is you just bring me the last books of Erwin, which is the self-actualizing cosmos, which is the title already say a lot, because you see that it is about the cosmos, but it is a cosmos who are self-actualizing. What means self-actualizing actually?
Well, he talks about that everything in our universe is, works as systems. Every little system is connected to everything else. And these systems, like we talk about like complex systems, like living systems, they are self-actualizing. So they are in connection. They are in connected, which means they are in communication. So this is how a self-actualizing cosmos works, that it recreates itself. It is because of the various elements of its parts influenced by other systems in its environment, and there is an information exchange.
In the vision of Erwin, do we have only one universe, or the cosmos is a pluri-universe?
Well,
because there are a big discussion on this right now in science.
Well, I think one has to understand that everything is a theory. So we do not have any pure evidence of it. So Erwin Laszlo talks about the metaverse theory. He says that basically every Big Bang is basically a big bounce. So in the metaverse plenum, all information is stored holographically. And this information is being passed on to the next universes.
So that is a new step in the global theory of the universe. It is the idea that not only we have one Big Bang and this Big Bang will end sometime, but it will be a new Big Bang, and this new Big Bang will integrate all the past information. So there are a kind of new sense of hope in this kind of thinking.
Well, also, and of course it has a meaning to our lives. So this is why it is really important that what we say, what we do, how we act, because every information, as he says, is holographically embedded in the universe. So it is passed on. So if we are able to, which we are able to evolve consciously, then we can direct the evolution of humankind. So this is why this theory is so important. So this is just not like a highbrow philosophical discussion. It has a meaning to our life. And this is where it has a relation to the Holy Father's recent book, the Laudato Si, because he explains as well the grave situation we are in and how we can overcome our challenges. To overcome our challenges, we need to change. We need to change on a level of our consciousness first. Yeah? So for this, we have to have a very clear, crystal, transparent worldview, because I believe that we lead our lives according to a worldview, and then especially in the Western Hemisphere, we have been adhering to a very segmented worldview, that we are separate, that we are independent of each other and of nature. So we need to realize that there is this Akashic paradigm understanding, which explains that everything is connected, and we humans, we are participating in our lives in the evolution of the cosmos and of the world. So we need to change from a worldview and understanding that we can control everything. We cannot. This is where we are at this stage.
So we are going to continue to explore this new paradigm, new paradigm in science, a new paradigm in art, in a way, a new paradigm in spirituality that bring Erwin Laszlo in his huge work, because he have written more than 100 books, more or less. Yes. Some books with other people, of course. And it have been translated in how many languages?
Oh, I don't know, like 50 or something. Yeah.
He is one of the most well-known authors right now in the world. And we will go ahead in the exploration of his life and his work, as you have done magnificently in your PhD. Thank you, Georgie, and welcome for the next video, who will be more exploration in depth of the thinking of Erwin Laszlo.
Thank you. Great talking with you.